Hello guys. So I was facing an issue earlier, and I fixed the issue. Actually, I was storing all of this chain of actions in button. Actually, that is not, I think, the good way. If you want to store this chain somewhere, then you should create a function instead of a variable. So this is what I recommend to do. So first of all, let me show you what I did. So this is the line that is opening URL for login page, and this is here I am validating if login page is login component is visible, and then I'm looking at the button. I'm getting the submit button, and I wanted to make sure if it contains the next, and then I want to make sure if it is disabled. Should be disabled. Okay, and after it is confirmed, then we can go ahead and find the email input, and we will type our email address. Then we want to make sure I will copy paste this line, and I will check the reverse situation, that would be should not be disabled. Okay, actually I need to get the button. Because button can be disabled and enabled. Similarly, I will paste it here. Or you can see that it has been passed successfully without any error. So So you can see it has typed the email as well. So next thing that I would like to improve in this, that I want, you can see that is some code that is being repeated. We don't want to repeat the code. For example, this this portion of the code is responsible to get the button, submit button. So I would create a function, submit button function button return, and I will cut it and paste as a return value. Okay, so same thing should be here as well. So you can see that I am reducing the code by reusing the existing code. Let's see if it works. So it is still working, so no issue in that. So another thing that I would like to do is that instead of using a regular function, I want to make it a getter function. In that way, we will not have to call with a parenthesis. So um, I'm not sure if getter will work here or not. Maybe getter works in only classes, but I'm not sure. But this is how I wanted to use it. Expect dot. Hmm. I think this will getter will work only inside the classes. So let's undo it. Okay. So now is it is validation is working perfectly. Now I want to test the login feature. So let's do it. And here I will again visit the login page, and then I will just get the input and type my email address. But now you can see that this code is being repeated in the earlier it log and this spec. So we can make a function for this one as well. Input button function input button return is. Now we can reuse the same function here as well, and we can type anything inside this function in this input. Now I want to type really at google.com, and then I want to let me rename the title. It should login with the correct details. I did not click on the next button yet, that is why it is still here. So what I will do is that submit, I will get the submit button and I will click on it. Then you will see that it will take me to the next page. Okay, so at this page I want to make sure if user is found. This should be okay. I'm going to create another describe block for the login feature. Login. Uh, Maybe you can call it different perform login. And because this section was about the validation, now I want to differentiate it with the other one. So that is why I created another describe block. But you can bring a better idea, a better approach, or a better strategy with more useful and better meaning. So it's up to you. So here, now I want to make sure it should uh, show the it should find the user. Okay, so here I can check cy dot contains. I want to find out this text. I am looking for a string uh, user found. So I have to provide the exactly same string that is visible in the view in the DOM element. So should be visible. Let's see. Okay, it is passed. We got total three tests, and all of them are passed. And you can see how Because of the describe block, it created another section here, perform login, and all of its tests specs are showing inside of this block. You can collapse them and see. So it's working very well now so far. Okay, next. This let us look at this sign in that we made for the client connect. Here we are opening the sign in form and we are just typing and click. Okay, all right. So next thing is that I need to type the password. So should log in with the correct password. See why? Actually, it should be input. No, actually, I have to rename this function because this is not just input button. This is the email input. Actually, this is not a button. This is just an input. So I'm going to rename it. Rename symbol, and I will name it email input, and it is replaced everywhere. Now I am going to create another function that would be password input. Okay, and here I can provide another control name, and let's make sure if this is the same component login or not. For that I will go to the inspect and I will look. Okay, this is not the login component. This is the register component. So we have to be careful and we have to use the correct tag name. So now I want to create another button, login button, and I will call it register button contains, and the text of this button is login with password. Okay. Uh, I think this is we're repeating this. I can remove it. This is also extra. Close button. Now I want to click on this. Okay. Now I want to make sure after login it shows us this component. Or maybe I can just look at the URL. I will copy this URL and I can make sure with the help of this URL. So cy dot maybe URL should maybe contains. If URL contains this portion, then that means it worked. It have has redirected us to the correct page. So let's see. Hmm. There is an error. It is saying that contains failed because it requires a subject to the global window. So we can just make a search from the Google URL. Yeah, we can use this thing. Should includes. Okay, it has validated that URL has been updated. So it's working fine.